You better sing. Woo! Okay, so we are now live. I need confirmation. Can someone check on YouTube? Somebody got us on YouTube? What I need to check?
We stay neutral on that topic.
This is excellent.
Yeah.
They say one watching started 39 seconds.
Okay, so are you? Do you see it? Is it?
Yeah, we on.
All right, we're on. So let's introduce
The introduction of how y'all feel.
All right.
Ready? You ready?
Oh, it's coming. Oh, okay.
So we're on. We're good.
We on.
Thanks, Mom. Come. All right. Free noise. Hope y'all living. Hope y'all breathing. Hope y'all doing good. How y'all doing? Make some noise, y'all.
Make some noise. It's free noise live. We live.
This is our first live, and we brought the gang out, gang and them.
Gang.
So we are going to set up a little bit differently. We're gonna do something different this time.
I need 1, 2, 3 ladies. Right here. Yeah, too tall. I need 3 ladies and 2 guys. 3 ladies and 2 guys. We go pick. Y'all darn, we go pick. Don't be scared. Ain't none of y'all shy. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing first.
All y'all hear? All y'all edges done. Come on. That's right. I did good.
I want the twins. Now I gotta call. Now I
Yeah.
gotta pick them out. I want the twins. We gonna let the ladies.
So we're gonna have twin talk. Twin talk.
Y'all gonna share my miscount.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Yeah, you can go ahead and miscount.
We need one more test. Who said that?
I said that. I said y'all.
Oh, I'm about to say like somebody trying to cook.
I said all y'all edges are good. That's what I said.
You said they laid down. Don't be scared.
Yeah, right.
This really the hot seat.
So we doing a twins talk. Okay, so
me.
You want to say the rules?
Yeah, you and Ted's gonna.
It's like an automatic hot seat. I'll take it. So you put him in the hot seat now? Hot seat is just for how he set it up. Oh, so you got a plan.
You want to do 2 ladies there?
No, do your plan. I thought you had the twin talk first.
2 ladies, 1 twin. 1 twin.
No. Do your thing. Whatever you doing. Did somebody come on today? Yeah.
Oh, you was ground working the chair.
Oh, my bad.
Now you have to squeeze in there. Hey,
yes, sir.
Push your chair. Like more. In a lot.
You can't see me. It don't matter.
Yeah, we can. It matters.
How about that, dude?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, y'all.
Yo. Testing.
I watched. I think sure about that.
Yo. Turn me up.
Are we doing?
You know we're going to have to put this one.
Exactly.
You don't let the ladies sit over there. You attention. Y'all on the hot seat.
It's the little brother seat.
It's the twinsies. We need y'all to share the mic.
That's all right. We share everything anyway. Well, we did share everything.
Exactly.
You don't share one.
No, I want y'all to point out 2 ladies to sit
Y'all
down.
didn't share an egg sack, did y'all or no? No, y'all
Just
just
point. You tell me who. Point out 2 ladies who we gonna bring over.
I caught the shirt.
Whoever.
Hey, Katie, come on over here. Jada, come on over here.
Alright, we want these 2.
Yeah, y'all come. Don't worry, get the other 2 next. So that's all right.
Yeah, everybody gonna get a turn.
baby walk. I got pictures. Empty cup. Empty the. Okay.
You came up with the empty cup.
Empty cup.
Do we have a supplier? Bottle supplier? Can somebody help? Thank you. Yeah, help
I
out.
appreciate that.
Can we get bottle service?
Some 7-Up, the wine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Together.
Bring the whole bottle.
Yeah, actually. Both
Moscato.
of them. Yeah, both of them.
Bottle service.
Dang.
We have bottle service over here, man.
Yeah, that's how we do it on Free Noise. Free
Bottle
for y'all.
service.
The camera right there, just so y'all know. The main one is the
Say hi to
actual
people.
camera, not the phone. That's the
I'm
camera.
on Oprah.
So this, yeah,
Just
Mark.
It's Oprah.
So I'm gonna get a car.
Mike. So this is how we gonna do it. First of all, we gonna start off with just introductions. Y'all can shout out y'all social media name or y'all really however y'all want to do it. Just your name, so people know who they listening to. Y'all already know who we is. We gonna start it off and go first, all right? Free Noise. I go by my name. I go by Deontay. Easy. Oh, we gotta share mics by the way. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, so we share the mic, so we have to talk on the This is Free Noise. I am Eric, the editor.
The editor. Tell them who you be. Who you be? Where you from?
Martez. Tez and Twin. Most popular for Twin. Tez Win Fit.
T-Raw, you nasty.
That's a different story. We'll talk about that
T-Raw,
another
you
time.
nasty.
I'm Martel, twin. Follow my TikTok, Win Fit. That's my TikTok, Win Fit.
Shout that out.
Yeah.
My name is C, aka Mrs. Lundy, 2024. My name is C.Dows on Instagram.
My name is Jay, XOXO.JVYE. Follow me on Insta. Yeah.
Sorry, some people had to bring their babies, so y'all gonna have to hear that.
Yeah.
We love the kids.
It's family. We love the kids. And we a family.
I don't want to hear nobody in the
So
comments
if you
talking.
say
We
something,
cook.
We love the baby.
We cook.
Love the baby.
I'm getting the moderators on you. So
We do that. So we got right here is what we call the hot seat. They just by default had to sit in the hot seat. So before we get started with the real topic, we just had a quick topic we wanted to do. It's called Ask Twins. So we're gonna ask y'all some questions that y'all probably never heard before. You got the first question that they ask twins.
Yeah. So are y'all twins? Are y'all twins?
That's definitely a question we get all the time.
They know you twins. The first thing they say is like, y'all twins? And they do the same face like, y'all twins?
And they know y'all
Yes,
the same nigga right there.
Yes.
Bro. But no, we gonna get to the real topic.
Oh, shout out to the chat. Shout out to Chris Neverton.
Neverton?
My people, man. Shout out to him, man.
Mr. Neverton.
He's so fly, ain't no dirt on his shoes. Ain't no dirt on the bottom of his shoes. He don't land. He don't land.
He said you don't touch the ground.
Oh yeah, shout out to Never Cloudy on there, man. Hey, that's his clothesline, man. Yeah, man, don't buy Yeezy, buy that. I'm young. Don't buy Yeezy, buy that.
Topic at hand for the day, just to start off topic. A few weeks ago, me and bro, we made a podcast episode that talked about the importance of brotherhood. So we gonna keep it cool. We gonna keep it fun, relax. We got the drink in here. Ain't nothing got to get too serious about, But we do want to get people take on that topic that we had, because I do understand that some of the feedback we got, some of the ladies did not necessarily understand our topic. Not these ladies. They just here to give us some lady perspective. And we have some other ladies that's going to be getting on too. But the topic is brotherhood and the importance of a man keeping in his brotherhood. So we just going to ask a question off rip. Anybody, it's an open discussion. Anybody can talk. We all grown. We all civilized. Anybody got to raise their hand. They got something. Be honest. This is something we want you to be yourself. Be honest. Be comfortable. We know we live, but people who watching ain't nothing just like us. They the same people. So we just gonna be straight up. We're gonna be live, and whoever got something to say on the live, we welcome it. We encourage it. We encourage the chat to engage. We do engage back. So if you get disrespectful, or if you get, I'm gonna have an urge for a little roasting session. So we're gonna put your picture up. We gonna do that. But that's cool. We like that. We like that. We like that. Cook that. Yeah. But no, we gonna do that, bro. You got anything on the top?
You so aggressive. Yeah. So yeah, we yeah.
That's my brother, y'all.
What he said is what it is. And we're just doing this to really reach out and get other people's opinions because we're not dogmatic. Free noise is free for everybody to express themselves in a practical way. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you're watching this live, for everybody here, share the live. Share that we're live right now if you have a smartphone. Please. Shout out to y'all. Love y'all. Keep it going.
I gotta check my net. Oh, anyways, no, this thing on. I'm not seeing it. Oh, it's on. Check it. Testing. Good. I do that.
This ain't on.
Testing. That's picking up.
That one picking up.
No, yeah, tap that. Hit that. Like this.
All right, bro. Oh, yeah. You just messed it up.
Testing.
Oh, we good. All right, bro. I don't mean to put you on the spot. So before we even get started, just give the people a quick breakdown on what the brotherhood is. This ain't no cult. When I say brotherhood, we ain't talking about no cult. We ain't talking about no organization. What do we mean when we bring up the brotherhood? Hey, you know,
can y'all hear me?
Brotherhoods that you can't get out them joints.
All right. So look here, a brotherhood is an episode of Mars is funny. Shaquille Sunflower. A brotherhood practically is a group of men who are together. They build each other up to accomplish wholesome goals, whether it is the gym, business, mental health, spiritual things. Is all about building each other up in a wholesome way and balanced way. So not some people, they're not over your wife, they're not over your family. They actually help you build your wife and family and appreciate your wife and appreciate your family. That's what a brotherhood is, because if you with a guy, he ain't got no friends, what's the first thing a woman think? Like, you ain't got no friends? That's what girls say. He ain't got no friends, girl. They think he weird, right? So that's the point of having a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Did I lie? All right, then. I ain't hear a roach walk.
You ain't hear a roach walk? So, yeah, no, so, okay, yeah, so, you got something to say? I don't want to cut nobody off. All right. Okay, cool. So he broke that down. Thank you for breaking that down for us. Usually it get tough, though. What we really want to know, it's easy for a single man to remain in a brotherhood. It get tough when they get married. Or I'm not saying it's like that in every marriage, but that's when it tends to get tough, because now the man got to figure out a balance. He got to balance work. He got to balance family. Then he got to balance his own mental. And usually he got to balance his brotherhood. He got to balance all that. So if it is important, that's why we got a married one. Are you married? We got two married women right here, right now. And I don't know who your husband is, but I do know who your husband is. I know he is in a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. I hope he never show you our group chat.
No, I was just gonna say, I feel like when you get married, you kind of have to adapt your husband's brotherhood as well, so they become your brotherhood too. That's at least been my experience. So that means choose your friends wisely, because if your wife don't like them, it's probably something wrong with them.
That part.
If your wife don't like them, it's probably something wrong with them.
No, that's true.
That's true.
Ladies,
we can definitely see.
Thank you.
We can definitely see.
Is that what you're saying?
When it comes to y'all friends, no.
We do being honest. We definitely do tell the truth.
Wait a minute. Yeah, it's times we like he kind of weird, because man, that's a good one.
Yeah.
How you? So with that being said, how do you feel about Chris friends?
I love you guys.
Oh, okay. I had to make sure.
You guys are my family.
So she in the car, she's like, this nigga gonna ask me.
My family.
He the main one out.
But you know
this
what?
is my show.
You
this
know
is turning
what?
to Kevin Samuels real quick.
This is.
How much do you weigh? What's your dress size?
Let me tell you.
I'm
I
just kidding.
definitely I support Christopher and his brotherhood.
That's a beautiful thing,
I
man. Y'all,
do. Yeah, I definitely do because what I appreciate is you all support each other. And I feel like that's very important with men and their brotherhood or their friends because if you all are like not supporting each other, building each other up, helping each other to get to what type of goals you're trying to reach in life, then is it really a brotherhood? You know what I mean? It's not really a brotherhood at that point. You all have to support each other.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can't be at the club doing a Tootsie Roll every weekend. You have like,
That part.
yeah, you're right.
Okay.
That's a good point. No.
I don't want to. That's crazy. I don't want to make it too serious, and it's not just so in a sense that like you ladies mentioned before, if the wife don't like the brotherhood of her husband, right? But suppose to him, it's like they're deeply embedded, family even, right? And so he's trying to get you to understand them, and now he's in the middle, and then but you trying to get him to understand your point. How could a man navigate that and maintain his marriage, but also is it possible to maintain his marriage and maintain the brotherhood? And I guess that's like a little. I guess it depends on how bad it be.
We got a hand from the house.
Here's my thing. I feel like me personally.
I'll let them keep it. I'm gonna just pass this.
Okay, cool. I feel like as your wife, right? Obviously, I would hope in any marriage you're gonna look out for your mate. So if I'm telling you something about your quote unquote brothers, the least I would want you to do is take it into consideration. Now I'm not into no, it's me or them. I don't do that. Ain't no ultimatums around here because at the end of the day, you probably knew them longer than you knew me. However, if it's some things I'm gonna point out, I would at least expect you to give me an ear. That's it. But I'm not into breaking up no friendships unless it get real serious. Then it's kind of like, okay, if it gets to messing up your reputation, that's a whole different story. I'll give you that.
And when I think about it, though, y'all be right at times when it comes to
I said we don't tell a lot.
to a lot. It'd be hard when y'all be like, man, he kind of weird. I was like, a lot of men, we be like, man, you tripping. But back in my mind, I was like, man, wait, is he kind of weird?
Can we speak on that, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
You ain't gotta start it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, because I'm just saying, I feel like what y'all friends y'all be knowing. I'm not speaking in particular as in y'all.
Nobody in particular.
Yeah, nobody in particular.
Nobody
I'm
weird,
just saying,
y'all. Y'all all
I'm
cool.
just saying, as like, man, I feel like y'all be knowing if a guy is kind of like a little weird, a little off.
Yeah.
So it's like by the time we bring it up, like you said, it's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, some
I
right.
know.
You been peeped it.
Yeah.
So then, okay, I guess my question to y'all, if y'all got a friend like that, then what's the issue with cutting them off?
Ooh, that's a good question.
We got a twin on here.
That's a good
No, it is. I don't even know how to answer that. But I'm gonna say you did answer it earlier when you said they were there with you before I was.
Yeah.
So we already been putting up with this person or dealing with that, and we know how to, just be okay with it or be around it. I think that's the real answer. Like it's just if they were there before you were.
And it becomes natural.
That
kind of.
was
Oh,
my question.
I was gonna say weird beat.
I was gonna say
if he's
weird in one
scaring
way.
the females,
Oh, them.
100% weird. 100% weird. That's weird.
that was just like
that's why I was
Is it like, wait, is it like,
going down the list of who
is it
I
like
be around, I'm like,
he giving creep energy? Like creep energy? Creep energy.
all right, we would have to check though.
I
That's how-
cannot
that's what we-
associate with you
But I'm
if you're
just saying,
giving
like,
creep
it's
energy.
some people that be like, nah, he just a homie. Nah, your homie weird. Yeah, he just scared my homegirls all out the house. Like, so, but some people will stick up for that.
I think it's a way that since we might know that person a little more, it's a way that we're gonna see him, and then it's a way that y'all gonna see him, right? So since we know him a little more, like he probably didn't mean it that way, and it might come off as an offense, to the ladies or some of y'all. So it's up to y'all to like, come closer and get to know him in that way. But I also think it's two conversations. You had a conversation where you let dog know, hey, coming off a little weird. Not to go into the girl and women and men thing, but we do get direct. And we'll tell them like, hey, you kind of bothering the ladies, and maybe you should soften up on how you hug or touch or how you greet or whatever, right? and then at least they know.
And that's
Mhm.
some real friends, cause
That is.
You gotta
if
be
you don't say
direct.
nothing, then it's like okay, you kind of becoming a problem too.
You weird too.
Yeah.
Hello.
We need to turn it to the off.
Okay. Okay. So
What is something that makes a guy weird?
Oh, you wasn't here.
Oh, I wasn't here.
You was not here, my brother. We just
It's
had a 5-minute conversation.
That's what we was
Yeah,
talking
my,
about.
say you.
You see what I mean?
I'm sorry. No, okay.
To
let's-
catch you up a little bit, they was just talking about one of them guys who might be creeping the ladies out.
Yeah, you tell me all the touchy
Like
feely
one of
stuff.
them- One of them guys.
Yeah, like
It
get
don't
your
even
hands
always
off
gotta be
me.
that. Some guys just like make weird
It's comments.
comments. Yeah.
Yeah, like
We
like
just look at them like,
I got a car.
Right.
Like,
nah.
all right.
Calm down.
Yeah, like weird
That
stuff.
was just a regular.
Richard.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, that is a good one. But I think the last question you asked, one of those questions you said, why it'd be hard to let go, because we want to
Yeah.
help our brothers. Men feel like we can fix anything. We got an instinct where like righteously, we just want to fix them. We want to help them out, but we have our breaking point. But it just taking longer than y'all.
Okay, so how
Yeah.
long do it take for y'all to get to y'all breaking point with like
Mhm.
A
a
long
friend that
time.
you
For
cut
men,
off
a
with?
long time.
Yeah,
Longer than women.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
agree with that. But along that same line, honestly,
She finna preach to
I'm
him.
on.
Go ahead.
I feel like Oprah right now. But honestly, I feel like it can be the same thing for women as well. It takes a long time because, I mean, men and women, it's like the same thing. When you really love somebody, you really have a good friend, and you love them, and say y'all been friends for years or whatever. So I can understand that why it may be hard to cut them off. But it comes to a point where it's just like if you know your friend is doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, or they real, like you said, real weird, real creepy, or whatever the case may be, you got to get to a point where you got to cut ties.
Yeah.
You really do. Whether it's been a brotherhood for a long time, you got to cut ties.
Because quote me if or correct me if I'm wrong. If your female were to if your wives were to have somebody who was like, I don't really like her, would y'all say something?
you don't like her?
No, if
One of her
y'all were to
friends.
say
One of her
yeah.
friends.
If
Oh,
y'all didn't like
would
one
and
of
I have. I
Yeah.
would. But what I was gonna say is, how can I put it? If somebody is that weird and they not cut off, then your mate is weird too. Just for letting it go on.
That's all.
So I'm being for real. But no, I don't think nobody. I mean, at least as far as I know, I've never known it to get that
Not
weird.
you.
So, but
I don't think you're talking about you. I think you're talking about you, my sister.
I think the thing.
We gotta
No, I think the thing is this
We
though.
gotta-
You have to trust your mate until you can prove that they wrong. You got to trust your mate until you can prove that they're wrong. Meaning, if they say it's okay and it don't get out of hand, and it never get out of hand, no matter how you feel,
Right.
until you prove they're wrong. And that's what man. That's why, like you said, when do you break? When do you? They not, because usually you don't give them a chance to. So they'll never feel like, well, when was I ever wrong? You got to give them a chance to like prove that they're wrong. Like, so I think that go with a lot of trust, in that situation. One thing I will say, do y'all married? So do y'all have that one friend that make y'all feel like y'all single?
No.
Because why I say that?
Wait.
Because
You said, do we got?
that make,
Wait, what do you mean?
yeah, because coming
Wait, run
from
back
us.
the question and then explain, because I kind of
So do y'all have that one friend that make y'all feel like y'all single? Because come from us, sometimes it might be a girl that you have, and it's like when you be with her, you do stuff like you're not married. You know, so
she hits you with
yeah.
the girl. He not even here.
yeah, that so y'all everybody got their friend.
Oh, they gonna be real enough.
That's the way that we feel it.
Okay, you make a phone.
I do not have that type of friend.
That's good. That's
Thankfully,
good.
but I am. But all jokes aside, though, no, I don't have that type of friend. I feel like all of the women in my life are very supportive towards me and my marriage, and respecting that. So I do not have that type of issue. And honestly, I wouldn't want that type of friend in my life because you're gonna influence me in the wrong way. You know what I mean? You have to have people around you that are influencing you for the better. That goes back to a brotherhood. That goes back to a sisterhood. If you really love me and you really care about me, you're not gonna put me in a position to jeopardize my marriage.
Ooh, talk to him. I was gonna say the same thing. Especially because I feel like most of our friends are married, so we kind of be all like I'm very protective of my married friends. Let us be out you can't talk to this. Yeah, no, you can't talk to her. You cannot look at her. Actually, I'm gonna put your blindfolds on because you can't see her. But I am like that, so I feel like, you know, birds of a feather flock together. So if you have friends like that, you're gonna act just like them. You gotta keep people around you that you can trust, that aren't gonna put you in that position, like you said.
Nice.
I have a different method.
Okay, go ahead.
Like I usually like roast a girl. I'm like, what shoes do you got on? And she be like, oh, and she walk away. Like if a girl walk up and she trying to be, what's going on? But yeah,
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? That's picking up.
that's children. But yeah, yeah, like
We're at a
I
daycare.
would. This different methods. I try not to be mean, but I'll just be silly. I'll say something where I'll be like, about her hair, like, yeah, your hair look.
Why I gotta come to roasting her?
No, because I feel like it
Yeah,
just
your
make him
hair look
uncomfortable.
good.
I can't.
girl,
It's
your
hard for
hair
me just to
not
turn you
done.
away. Like, get out of here. Because one time I try to block off, and they think like, you must be gay. I'm like, wow, you can say that. But then I just roast like instead. Like, can I say that? I can't say that.
Okay, yeah, my bad. Yeah, anyways, I had to make sure.
It was just honesty.
All right, and we ain't even got started yet.
I know you said.
What he say? You know,
Rewind that back.
they the mob.
You're gonna be
They
on
the mob
TMZ
these
in the
days.
morning.
I was about to do something.
We ain't scared of
Latest
we ain't scared of the gangsters and mobs
Free
no
Noise
more
has
these
been
days.
canceled.
But let me
Cancel
stop.
everybody.
Nah, we'll
We're
get in
canceled.
trouble.
Shout out to Brandon Shatuk. He said it's behind almost 30 seconds. I think that's how live works. No, that's not a tweet.
No, that is serious though. That's what
Wait, what's wrong?
It's behind a little bit.
That's all right.
That's okay.
It's UTP versus TCP. So in IT, UTP streaming, the port it's a delay. It has a delay in order for it to load the port number. That's what y'all get. Shout out to my IT instructor.
So I want to direct the question to y'all.
Right, was the question answered?
Because it's going back to the brotherhood as it kind of started out, and I think a lot of people they kind of got it kind of twisted of what y'all meant by the brotherhood. First, if they didn't listen to the whole thing, and maybe they listened to a small clip and just got just a part, but I think it was a part where you might have mentioned if you spending more time with your mate than you're spending on yourself, and I think people took that a whole nother category.
Mm.
So I think it would be good to just explain that, so people get that.
Well, first of all, brother, this is our platform. You don't tell us. No, I'm just kidding.
That's why you dropped that mic.
He is so aggressive. See, real quick, shout out to Chris Neverton, a fellow IT. He said latency is normal. That means lag. We gonna get you together, Brendan. We got you. We love you. So, latency. So, what's going on with that? Yes, it is important to have your brotherhood, but here's the thing. In life, everything needs a balance. You need
That part.
to spend time absolutely with your wife, with your family. That is important. But in life is a balance. You have to balance how you sleep. You have to balance how you eat. You even have to balance work. You even have to balance fun. So with that being said, everything is a balance. And you definitely need, just like how you need time to yourself, you need time with a brotherhood. You need time with other people to build you up. Men build men. That's why we have all these buildings we're in, AC, all these inventions, because a group of men got together and did stuff. That's just how it is. And in a lot of cultures that we have noticed and seen, the men get together and they do things, and they build the whole neighborhood communities. You pass through towns and everything, y'all be seeing like, dog, and it's the same type of people because they all move together, the men. And it's not that they're being, dogmatic or they're being mean. It's just their focus because they build each other up. Men are strong. It's just a gift that we have, and the more men that's why there's a debate about 100 men versus a gorilla. Like, because men is the only thing you can. Because it's a dumb debate, but they know men have some. For that debate to even be considered is because we have some type of strength. So it's our strength. So brotherhoods matter, but they should not They should be balanced. They should not overcrowd your family. They should not, because that's your,
Because at that point, I'm gonna be like, dang, did you want to marry him or did you want to marry me?
exactly,
That part.
exactly.
Let me know.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
It looked green. I think it's green.
No, I don't think it's on. Nope, it's not on. Nope. Testing. This is on.
I had to say something to the people.
Talk to him.
I just wanted to get in on the topic about balance. You have to have balance in the brotherhood. You have to have balance. You do, because especially if you're a man in a relationship, if you're a man in a marriage, you have to balance that between your partner, like whether it's your wife or whatever the case may be, whether between your partner and then your friends too. You don't want to give too much time to your friends. You don't want to get, not to say too much to your mate, but you have to have balance. You really do. Yeah.
It was a little bit of hesitation when it said you don't want to give too much time to your mate, because in your head, honestly, is there really a such thing as too much time for your mate? Do you believe that?
That's why I'm like, okay, so I'll say this. It's not a sense of giving too much time to your mate, but at the same time, you don't want to lose yourself as a person.
Facts.
You don't want to lose yourself as a person. You don't want that to come in between the other relationships in your life, whether it's not just your friends, but whether it's your family. That's why I said you have to have balance, even with as much time that you're spending with your mate. Even though, I love spending all my time with this.
No
But
doubt,
at
no
the
doubt.
same time, though, I have to be able to have my own individuality at the same time too.
Well said.
So
well
that's what
said.
I mean on that part.
That was well said.
Yeah.
Individuality, because and that's exactly going to your point of what we were making on that episode. When we said about the time spending too much time with your mate. That right there. What happens is a man, especially in the beginning stages, and we are guilty. It's tough when you get with your woman. That's all who you want to be around. Y'all both want to be. It's all who you want to be around. That's all you want to hang around. You already know.
You can consume yourself in your mate.
You will consume yourself, and so when that changed though, when y'all start getting tired of each other, or not even tired of each other, you start wanting to find yourself again and do other stuff. That's when problems usually start to occur in a marriage, and the wife or the husband is starting to feel that you tricked me. You wasn't like this when we first got together. Like,
and that is why you keep up habits even in your marriage, because if you don't, you will lose sense of self, and that is the scariest thing you can do. Because at the end of the day, you didn't come into this marriage with this person, right? You came into this marriage by yourself. You should still be yourself, and of course, attribute it to your marriage. But it's still important to have a sense of self.
I want
It's actually very healthy to be able to have a sense of self. It's very healthy to have a sense of self, because the way I think about it, and this is just me, my personal opinion, if I really love my mate, I want him to be able to go out and enjoy himself with his friends. I want him to be able to go out and do some self-care day, or whatever the case may be, whatever that is going out and getting his hair cut. I'm not going with him to get his hair cut. That might be time he needs with his barber. You know what I mean? Like, because I know,
You talking
No, let's talk about it. As much as girls need gossip time, y'all need y'all time too. So,
Oh my!
this is hold on. Don't let it fool you, bro.
Right, hold on now.
This is getting a little bit too suspicious.
Wait a minute.
That's how they get you, bro. No, that's.
But
Y'all took
no,
notes,
but
didn't
the
y'all?
thing about it
Y'all
is,
took
the thing,
notes? Chris,
the thing
you gave her
about
the
it-
answers. Where he at?
I know. But even though with me and Chris, like we even have this conversation, he tells me, babe, you need to go out with your friends. Go out and enjoy yourself. And so as long as we have like that understanding with that, that's that balance. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I was just gonna say back to that question. That's why I asked it. I understood it, but it's people who didn't. But they, what they said count, but they are right in line already with what y'all talked about. Oh, you good?
I'm screaming. He just
Oh,
heard what
it's
y'all
Chris.
said.
You might as well say hi.
It's that behind.
I thought we was in trouble, like my dad was coming down.
I got your beans, baby. I got your beans.
Period. Love that.
So
And see, that's a good balance. Y'all see that right there?
She's just trying to. Tonight she gotta go home. She's just trying to get.
Hey, don't play with my sis. She was gonna get that regardless.
I'm not even gonna touch that subject.
I forgot my line. Forgot my line. Pick it up. Oh. I was about to say something about my line. Oh yeah. Do y'all really value? Do y'all really value like your time alone? Is that really
More than
important to you?
y'all ever think.
Yes.
More than y'all ever think, which is why I also feel like it's so important. Because I know if I value it, I'm a mom and a wife. I know if I value it, I know my husband got to. Because
Yes.
listen, we have a almost 4-year-old. I'm sure y'all all got kids, so y'all understand.
got kids.
Being around kids is hard. Okay, being around kids 24/7 is hard. So if you don't give your partner that space for themselves, it's kind of like it's an act of love. To me, it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, go play basketball.
Yeah.
Go get your hair cut. Go do something. Because I know I need it. Even simple things like grocery shopping to me.
Yeah. Tanisha don't get a chance to tell me. She's like, babe, I'm about to go. Bye.
Listen, that is my time.
I don't even know she going. She's like, babe, I'm about to go. Bye.
Yeah. and don't,
Love you.
And look, and I mean, don't call her, don't text her. Handle that kid on your own because that is me time.
Yes.
But I'm sure y'all feel the same way, right? Y'all feel like y'all me time is valued.
Yes.
Valuable.
Absolutely.
Nice. You got some twin?
I love Aldi.
Shout out to
Shout out to Aldi
Aldi
sponsoring you.
They gonna save you some
Shout
money.
out to Aldi and y'all $4 wine. Thank you.
Wink owl.
I get the Kroger discount, so I ain't mad at it. But no, speak from a little experience. No, definitely. So when you think about when you met your mate, for instance, and the things that they like to do on a personal level, let's say if when you met your mate, he liked to go to the gym. Would you want to take that away from them? Because that's the person you fell in love with, and when you become self and you take those things away, they'll start losing their self, and they'll no longer be that person. So when you lose yourself, you can slowly start losing your mate.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you want to push each other to do those things that you do that make you who you are, whether it's the gym or just cooking or grocery shop, whatever it is. Keep those things in play, so you don't lose that person that you fell in love with. It's important. Yeah,
That's a good point.
I would think that that goes without saying for the simple fact you chose to marry this person. So why would you want to change? I don't know. Sometimes
That's
it
a
don't
good
make
point.
sense.
That's selfish like that though.
Yeah,
Some people
Yeah.
no
get
doubt.
selfish like that, and they don't really. I mean, like I said, some people come absorbed in their mate. There's not some people that kind of want to. I guess the best words I can use is like stand on your own 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Some people come so so absorbed in another person that's kind of like whatever they do affects everything that you do, which in that sense you're losing your sense of self.
I like it. I love it. I want to thank y'all. Give them a hand, y'all, man. They did good. We switching it up. We got some clarity on that topic. If there's anything that we missed, please put it in the comments. We will touch back on it if y'all had a question or anything like that. But yeah, y'all go refill. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to see?
Twins. Do y'all like the twins stand? No, we gonna get rid of the twins. We gonna get masked up, no face. We
And
getting
we'll
him
be
to
back.
the stage. We bringing him to the stage. We gonna get Z to the stage.
We'll be back.
We gonna get C. Y'all come on up. Fellas, take this spot. We gonna get Lex and Z. Let's get it.
Excuse me, D.
No, actually, I want Lee. The meat. Whoa.
This mic is ready for
We
somebody.
switching it up.
I'm trying to-
I'll take it. We gonna get 3 at a time this time. We gonna get Leah
We
too.
love y'all, man. We thank y'all so much.
Masked up, no face. No face, no case.
You look like Mark Hamill.
Hey, you and Leah gonna share that
We got Mark Hamill.
You and Leah gonna share that spot.
We got Mark Hamill with us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Mark Hamill?
Where she go?
My only person.
He's
fire, by the way.
all we know this what you doing? Come on. Don't be being shy. No, Leah, share with us. No, because you're not gonna be seen on there. You're gonna have the 2 ladies there. Yeah, I know y'all thick.
Because I'm
I know
bigger.
y'all
I
thick.
Hi, lady.
No, it's 'cause they small.
We not doing that. Not here, man.
We not shamed. No, I'm just playing. No.
Yeah,
All right, look. So we got our new set of people on here that we gonna get on. We probably gonna do a new topic. But yeah, I'm gonna pass the mic.
Somebody on here did ask a question. Do you believe in hanging out outside the
No,
house?
don't answer him. He a troll. He a
How you
troll.
know?
He a troll and his
Who is it? Wait, what? We got a troll on here?
he a troll.
Okay.
He a troll. He's still waiting. He's still waiting on his mom.
Oh,
to
he
get
want us
pizza rolls
to
from the
get into
basement.
that. We gonna cook you later, man.
He's on
Stay
his
on. Stay
desktop
tuned.
and
We appreciate his we
He's
appreciate his
yelling up at
feedback.
his mom to bring the pizza rolls down. She's ignoring him. Yeah, go on.
Sure. You can. That's good. That's funny. All right, so like I said, you need it. You need it. Y'all need y'all phone?
Throw that for me. Find it.
No face, no
That's
case.
the government. This is next contract.
This Bobby kill Patrick, y'all. We got.
Don't tell him, bro.
Oh shit.
That's his next contract.
Like take him out.
So just like the last crew, we're gonna do a little brief introduction. Just tell them y'all can tell them y'all social media name if y'all want to. I know you probably not, but we gonna do it or a name. You can just make a name up if you please. But we already introduced ourselves.
Real quick before the introduction,
Yes.
shout out to what's that? Oh yeah, Invest in Muscle. Mr. Kane himself, Big Daddy.
Mr.
Kane.
Unye.
Mr. Unye.
Unye himself, he's in the building.
Mr. Unye, Mr. Kane, Mr. Where your mama at? That's him.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
All right, anyway.
In the chat, he said, "Call me Mr. Unye, Unpain. Let's get pain."
I like that.
No way.
All right, yeah, no, we gonna go around. So just quick, nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing.
All right, you feel me? My name Chris. That's all y'all gonna get from me. That's it. I'm Rico from the mile.
Yes, sir, Rico.
Follow my dog Invest in Muscle LLC. Tails when fit.
Let's get it.
My name is Zaria. Instagram makeup.by.z zii. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm Leah.
You got stuff.
Alexis, Lexi_Miss Lady.
You know what?
No, what's your name?
What's your name?
I missed it. I'm sorry.
Alexis.
Okay,
That's my
Lexus,
name.
y'all. That's Lex.
Lexus. Like the car.
Lovely Looks by Leah. Follow her. She do hair, lawns, and do your life right.
Hold on, bro. Elaborate.
Like
Lawns?
you basically do everything. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
She go crazy. No, like on a scalp. So you get the scalp together. You lay it. Oh, shout out to Tanisha Beeson. Yes, Tanisha Beeson. She said men need their time too. It's important too.
Thank you, Tanisha.
Shout out to
We
you, love.
appreciate that.
You want? Yeah, I'll see you at the crib.
All them trying to just get it in. What's the topic? Let's
Okay,
go.
so this topic that I want to discuss, which was mentioned, which was mentioned a minute ago, was self-identity. Is it important to have individuality now in today's times, where everyone seems like they're just AI copying each other? Now,
You see the same people every day.
is everybody like this? Does that
Elaborate on what you mean by that?
it?
First.
Do you see the alarming? Have y'all noticed the alarming rate? How everybody wants to, even if they don't, and they're forcing it to talk the same, dress the same, be the same, go the same places, like the same things.
Are you talking about women?
No, men and women. Mainly, it's a lot of men doing it. But
They both got
do y'all notice that? Like, say if okay,
These two different types.
I don't know
of
who's she's married, single. Or
Before it came out.
Okay. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Dang.
Those on
That's fine.
TikTok, I'm sorry, y'all. We about to get back on there. Hey, go get something. You go use the
Oh, we
bathroom.
back,
Come
we
right
back,
back.
we back.
Oh, we back. No, stay right there. Hold it.
She's leaving. Hold on. Let's make sure she gets back across.
Lift her up over the thing though.
Hold it, hold it.
Let's start right there. That's the start.
Do y'all know that song? What can a brother do for me? You don't know that song? You know it. From the best man? Oh my God, I guess I'm the oldest one down here.
Yo, testing. Hey, we back live? We back live, okay. All right, sorry, y'all, we back. How the little niggas get down here? So we got a question for the babies too. We gotta get they take too. Do you like your mama better or your daddy better?
Navy, go on upstairs. All of you children.
Who's the security?
We gonna have to cook all y'all.
Nah, yeah, this is about to happen.
Put a kid right here. We about to barbecue all y'all. Go upstairs, Bella, before we put you on the grill. Wait, don't hit the
How many people is watching?
I want to see it on the. I want to see the comments on there.
She know to go up and down. Yeah.
Why is your baby so advanced now? She only like.
Wait, how old is she?
Her life, she had to fight.
All right, topic at hand.
You gotta listen to noise too. The noise from this way is coming all in.
Yeah, the door. Just shut the door.
She get used to it.
You might have to hold it. Hold the baby.
She was like,
About that life, Bella.
She was scared. That's like somebody stop me.
I'm sure it tells us up there.
Oh, tell
they all went. Well, my test went to go get the meal off.
You sus.
Let's do it. You gotta. I mean, we live. We gotta.
That's what you're supposed to do, brother.
We
We do a lot.
We'll do it live.
All right. So.
All right. So honesty. I'm gonna ask a question. We're gonna come back around to what Eric talked about. I want to ask a question, and I need straight honesty. This is mostly for the ladies. Is the word?
Not to cut you off. Say that is the word. We shout out to Monica Jackson. She said, "Who was in a ski mask? Yum."
How you know how he look?
That's crazy. That's
Nah,
public
he
compassion.
just
What
showed
you
a
mean?
piece
Nah, I'm
of
telling you.
wow.
Did you show yourself? All right, cool.
I don't know who that is.
This was Kwame.
She sound like a beautiful woman though.
They wild.
She sound like a beautiful woman though.
Dang, off the comment he could tell.
She said.
Turn me down.
She said something he needs to break and enter. All right, go ahead.
Oh, because he got on a ski mask.
But no. She said break and enter. It's more deep.
Keep going.
Hey, this PG. We on YouTube. All right, so look. Back to this. Is the word masculinity a trigger word for y'all? How do you feel? Do you get like when you hear that word masculinity? Does that make you feel any type of way? Honestly.
For me, honestly, no.
Okay.
Because I feel like I like masculinity, and especially like it's a certain type of masculinity that can match my feminine. So if you're masculine, you can let me flourish in my feminine. Yes, as a feminine woman, yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm married to a man, and he better be masculine because
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I don't want a girl. So yes,
Good answer.
masculinity is where it is.
I agree. You have to have the masculinity in a man to flourish in your femininity.
All right. I say that because it's a little topic that going around about toxic masculinity. So when you hear the word masculinity, what does that mean to you? Anybody. What does it mean to you? Because what's happening is the word masculinity is getting twisted up, and so the regular word masculinity and then toxic masculinity is getting mashed together. That's why I first started to ask, is it a trigger word for you? In this case, it wasn't for you guys, but it is a big thing where when women is hearing masculinity, they automatically start thinking of these YouTube videos and all type of other stuff. And so that's why I asked the question, what I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna put E back on the spot, and we're gonna do a breakdown of what masculinity is. The real one, not the toxic one.
Masculinity is, I don't want to sound like a no guru, but it's like the natural vibe and energy that a man has been like gifted. So like a stoic attitude, and I don't mean stoicism as if you don't show no type of feeling, but a type of attitude of, okay, this is what's going on. I have this on my shoulders, but we're gonna move forward with it. We're gonna be all right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it pushing. A protection. He has a inner feeling to get up and take care of his family. He has a inner want to provide for his family. It's like he cannot function without taking care of getting things handled. So I don't mean like laying down in bed all day and watching Netflix, smacking his lips. That's not masculine. That's not masculine. And that, you know what I'm saying? That's not getting things done. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to your woman, I'm gonna keep it at there. As far as your woman, you protect, you provide, and being ready to lay your life down. That's a masculine thing, because if somebody breaks in your house, you should be the first one up. Because if somebody break in my house, I can't be like, Tanisha, go see who it is. I can't do that. I gotta be the one to get up and protect my family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
Thank you for breaking that down.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you for breaking that down. So, is there ever a case where the ladies might feel like if their man is lacking in that area, that feel like she got to step in that masculine role? Oh, that quietness is loud.
I'm a strong person, so my husband is so confident in his masculinity that he doesn't care if I step in sometimes, because he's still Big Daddy.
You better say that. All right. How y'all feel about that?
I feel like that's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. All right, we good.
As far as masculinity, I don't know. I guess I'm strong in that. As far as like, making sure things are paid for, anything big, you feel me? Like I don't want my wife having to worry about how we gonna pay rent. No, that ain't your responsibility.
Yes.
Like that's on me.
I agree.
So
Yeah,
big
like
things like that, yeah, no problem. Small things, how you gonna get your nails done? That's on. I ain't got to worry about that. That's on you. But as far as and then that's protection. Just like you said, E. I don't want somebody breaking my house. Man, I'm having a field day. Best believe I'm having fun. I ain't gonna sit there crawling my bed, be like,
Katie,
can you
act like you sleep.
Right.
Get up and save me.
Nah, boy, I'm having a field. We having fun. Best believe you in my domain. We gonna have fun.
You know, it's crazy. Imagine of how like emasculated. Like, imagine how Katie would look at you if you literally was like woke up one morning, you crying. She's like, well, that's not that you cry. Men cry, but you cry. You like, she's like, what's wrong with you? You like, my stomach hurt. Like, your stomach hurt, and I don't want to like my job. Can you get it? Can you just work?
Man,
she gonna be like, oh no, who are you and what have you done with my man? So that's not masculine.
No, it's not. And we from Detroit. Detroit's known for hustling.
Yeah, bro.
We can't. No.
Shout out to Detroit.
Ain't no.
Hey, put in the chat where y'all from.
He does all illegal
we
jobs.
all about that money.
I mean, illegal jobs. Sorry. He does legal.
We all about that.
Says
money.
the guy with the mascot.
Exactly. This is Kwame. Nah, y'all from Detroit. Y'all know Kwame. We about that bread. We
trying to do a backflip. Feel me? He's trying to backflip out of here in a wall behind him. You can't do that. You sit right there. Well, yeah, masculinity it's really a gift. It's a gift, man. And I must say, femininity is power in both, in masculinity and femininity. I was in a room with a bunch of women. Okay, so for example, y'all ever seen like women really like women like when a man, I be catching y'all, when a man does something, it be simple, but they either really don't feel like doing it or they feel like they can't do it. I put up a TV and I'm done. I turn around, Tisha like, ooh, you did that. Oh my gosh. Ooh, you put that TV up. Oh my god. Ooh, you put that book on that high shelf. You know, I'm short, but you put that book up there. You know what I'm saying? But when my son was born, man, dog, I was in a room with nothing but women. I was the only guy in there, bro. And when Tanisha yelled out, "He's coming! I'm about to push," I like 3 seconds went. Just all these nurses and doctors rushing there, all women, and looked at me like, "We got you. Just back a little bit. I got you." I'm like, "Okay." I backed up, and I became weak in the moment. Like I can't do nothing. I don't know what I'm doing. And they showed the power of femininity. Like they were like, "No, we know how a woman's body, how to treat her, and all that." And I was like, "Bro," so it's power in both. Women need to be feminine and men need to be men because there's power in both. Can't shun them.
It is, but it's a lot of men acting feminine nowadays.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question on that. So I noticed Leah said, her man is comfortable, and so if she did need to step into masculinity, he's still daddy and all that. What about the roles being reversed? Is there ever a time where the man should step into the feminine role? So to go to your point you was about to make.
I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and if so, then please elaborate.
For like married couples,
me
I'm not
something.
married or anything, I'm thinking, but for married couples and everything, like say for instance, just for example, around the house or whatever, like each gender can wash dishes, be
Sure.
be a nurturing parent. Yeah.
We can't nurture like y'all.
Yeah.
We can
Y'all
do a
can't,
subset of it,
but to a
can't do
certain
it like y'all.
extent.
Yeah.
Like if mom's burnt out, y'all can fill in that role,
Okay.
Exactly. Because you can't pour into
But
your
does
child.
that
if you-
necessarily mean feminine though? Like if y'all leave the kids with us and y'all go have y'all date, is that me stepping into a feminine role? Or if I wash the dishes, is that me stepping into a feminine role really? See, feminine is go ahead.
Go ahead, no, I'm gonna let you finish.
Because
Before you
I look
finish,
at it a little different. Go ahead.
Back to the chat. Real
Yes,
quick.
chat. Sorry, chat.
Charmaine
Right here.
with the cherry. She said
Champagne.
What, we went to an Usher concert. She said,
Charmaine said, "Fragile masculinity is the problem. Fragile masculinity, fragile." Charmaine, type that. Elaborate on that, Charmaine. Carmaine.
She knows something.
Yeah. Oh, Brenda said.
She knows something.
What I was saying.
And Ayla said yes. Ayla Shatuk said yes. I think she agreed with Charmaine. Shattuck, sorry. I said Shatuk. Shatuk is crazy. I'm sorry. Why you incorrect? What? I've been saying Shattuck, Shatuk for the longest. Oh, he don't care. I love Brenda. All right. And Monica said, "Why you laughing, D?"
I don't know which part. I don't know which part you talking.
And Kane Investor Muscle says, "Strength, assertiveness, and leadership, but true masculinity doesn't have to be explained. It attracts feminine energy in any setting."
Mr. Unye, we need you to pop up over here, man.
Kane,
Mr.
dude.
Unye, make your way.
Yeah, he got enough testosterone to feed a village.
There you go.
You can't even forget. Where was I at? Was I talking to you?
You had said fragile.
No, that was
You had.
You said, "Oh, that's not
being
feminine."
feminine, right? Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't necessarily believe I don't like to associate the roles with feminine or masculine. I think I don't think that's necessarily a role thing. I think it's more emotional thing, emotional viewpoint type thing. And so I think that's where you were going when you said some of these men out here. And I want you to finish that. Or you got somebody you don't want to offend that might be out here listening.
Oh no, I don't care. Yeah, and it's okay for a man to be emotional.
Yeah.
And
Oh, let me ask this for all of y'all too.
Okay.
What are some feminine traits in a man that's actually feminine that's unattractive?
Always having an attitude.
Zesty. What explains that? What does zesty mean?
Zesty to me is like, ooh, two
Acting
baddies
like
in a
you,
relationship.
like sitting like huh?
Two baddies in a relationship, basically.
Two baddies. That's
yeah, like
crazy. I
two
don't know.
baddies. Yeah.
Okay, that's zesty.
If you acting like how I'm acting, like I'm taking more pictures of you than you taking of me or something. Just for example.
I mean, if I stand next to Sexy Red, you see two baddies like that.
I'm sorry, you said what?
You said two baddies.
Standing next to Sexy Red would be two guys.
Right. Yeah. You get it. Euphoria. When you said I see you stand next to Sexy Red, I think you see two women. Like you see y'all both like.
Oh, that's two boys to me. Standing next to Sexy Red.
Oh, that's crazy.
One with a wing.
That's a good reference. Or 30 for 30. You know?
I get what y'all saying now, though. I get what y'all saying. What's happening? What's happening?
Can you call Isaiah? He's
Oh, he might be here.
Isaiah Brown. Yeah. You call him.
Yeah, we need him on. We need him on.
I need him.
Right. He just said it. All right. So yeah. What is some
Question.
We gonna edit that out. We gonna edit that. Oh, he said it's lying.
That's what said. Put him on the podcast. He got to see this.
Real quick, so the live said, Shar said, y'all already know. No, that's why we asked, like, what does it mean?
This for the people watching, the chat and everybody.
No, she said y'all already know. Fragile masculinity. Yeah, we just explain it in the chat. I'm trying to figure out.
I feel like what she's saying might be like maybe, say for instance, a strong, like a very dominant woman or whatever. That if a man is insecure with his masculinity, I mean that's honestly a personal problem. But anything that woman does, either with her own business or her own career or whatever, and he gets intimidated by that can be like a fragile masculinity.
That makes sense. Okay. All right, Charmaine. She cleared it up for you.
Okay, Charmaine, I appreciate it. And then is it Shattuck? Okay. Ayla Shattuck said no. I was saying yes to something else. I don't necessarily believe in gender roles to an extent. I respect that too. I respect it.
Is anyone in here that do not believe in gender roles? All right. So you understand what she's saying. We'll get to that. So, because Leah was about to say.
I don't know. No,
yeah, I was going. We can get to that. I don't really necessarily. Are you like that? Yes. All right. First of all, when we bring up a topic, what is gender roles? What is gender roles? Usually, this is the definition guide. But if anybody else want to say what their definition is,
I guess. I ain't have a definition, but I had a question.
Your own definition. So it don't have to be like Google.
Gender roles is when I don't think if the grass need to be cut, I feel like a woman ain't gonna be like, yo, I'm about to go cut that grass. They gonna look at their nigga and be, my bad. Can I say? No. They gonna look at their dude. They gonna look at their dude and be like, the grass need to be cut, right? Or like fix a car. A woman, they gonna hop under that boy and be like. So regardless, if you feel like you don't believe in gender roles, I'm curious if you gonna get in and change the oil in the car, cut the grass, take the car out late at night knowing you gotta go get gas and do something. You feel me? Like it ain't nothing wrong with gender roles. Everybody, the roles is based on their gender, but they ain't like lessening value just because they a woman's value. Because I might get attacked. Well, people don't know me. But like washing dishes, I don't like washing dishes. I'd rather go cut the grass than wash the dishes. But I still help. Like you said, I wash the dishes if she's tired. But at the same time, I would appreciate it. She, took the initiative, and then I take the initiative to do everything else. I play my role, you play your role.
I think gender roles, to an extent, they you have to believe in them to some extent. But like you said, if she has the baby, she's tired. Yes, I'm gonna take the baby, give you a break. I'm not gonna say no, it's your role. You gotta keep the baby forever, pass out. No, but we in a car and we driving, and that tire pop. I'm not saying that you're not gonna do it. Like I automatically don't think you do it, but maybe we don't even want you to do that. We'll do it.
Okay, I believe it to a certain extent. I should have probably,
Yeah.
said that.
And
But like,
I
okay,
wonder
I
if
grew up
Ayla
with
believe that.
my daddy had 2 girls. He thought we were his sons.
I get that. I get that.
That's why I say like,
But imagine how crazy it's gonna look. I'm on a freeway in a car like this, and you are fixing the tire. I'm like,
no. If I have a
and
man,
that right? Do you
if
know
it's a
how much
man
people look
with
at me
me-
crazy?
if it's a man with me, no, I'm gonna let him go ahead and do that. But if
Right.
I'm by myself or whatever, I gotta know how to get things together.
Exactly.
That's all.
Exactly. Yeah. Pumping gas. Oh, you don't let a woman pump gas. No.
So I'm with her. My dad raised me to be a strong woman,
Yeah.
and so with or without a man, Leah gonna handle business. Well, my
Yes.
husband doesn't allow me to handle certain business because of the gender role thing. Me, I don't care if I go get the gas or if I go. I'm a hard worker. I don't mind getting dirty. My nails ain't did. Whatever. I can do dirty jobs. I lift heavy things. When me and my husband, when we had to move out of our house one time, me and him did it. I did it with a baby on my back. I don't care getting down to the nitty gritty. But every woman ain't like that. Every woman ain't cut like me.
I like that.
So, I'm different.
Egyptian cloth.
So I guess where the problem be coming into play is it's not necessarily
coming into play. Not to
Yeah.
put you up, but I gotta go to the chat.
you gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna forget my point. Who said something? Y'all shut up now. Chat, shut up. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead, go ahead.
So right here, and we got that already. Charmaine said yes, Zaria. I guess some of you said.
She
earlier.
agreed with how you said
And then,
whatever you said.
Ayla Shattuck said, "This is why I need to be there." With the exclamation. And then Imani, shout out to Imani. She put, "I don't believe in gender roles." Okay. And then shout out to Chris Neverton said, "Man, let the baby talk now."
Yeah, the baby do need. Yeah, the baby's got to say so. She been quiet long enough.
Say hello.
Like, they don't deserve me.
She like, I'm not really trying to.
They smirk though.
She about to cuss. She like, I
She's like, I don't talk for free.
The smirk is crazy.
Ayla said true. That's why I said to an extent. Shout out to you. And Dakari Arm said to an extent. Exactly. All right.
I like that to an extent. That makes it safe. We should say that because it is to an extent. Like Leah said, she want to do it, but here's something to consider from a woman perspective. Here's something to consider if you have a man and you in that situation. Is exactly the example that E gave. Like if you on the freeway and a tire pop, you have the ability to change the tire. But your man sitting in there and you changing the tire and the way he's gonna get viewed is something to consider. So you would allow him. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is my platform. You speak when I tell you to speak. No, I'm just all right, go ahead. I gotta make a couple Kevin Samuels jokes out of from time to time. It was a joke. Go ahead.
I know it was a joke. No, I was saying I would never step on my man's toes. Like I would never like you said, we on the side of the road. I'm not about to be the first one to hop out, about to change the tire. No.
No doubt. Wait, I'm sorry. What happened to the person that was right there?
She had to make a run. She'll be right back.
You can't. Yeah, we do. We need a replacement. We gotta have somebody.
She's coming right back. She's coming right back.
Come on, Mrs. Lundy. Oh.
And I can't. I got Israel. Yeah, and I got.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
this. I can't.
yeah.
We
Mrs.
love the
Lundy.
babies, didn't we say?
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
our babies.
We love the babies.
Kane said.
Oh yeah, you got Mr. Unye back.
Invest in muscle cells. I'm sorry,
Yeah, that was crazy.
A rare breed in the flesh, Leah. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, you talking about when she said she helped the move? Yeah, I had that too.
We now have the queen of sheep.
You was picking up the couch too?
The refrigerator.
The refrigerator.
What up, bro?
Okay. Yes, sir.
She back. She back.
We got Zay Boy in here.
No.
He gonna eat, then he gonna join.
No.
She had to go she had to use the bathroom. I just said use the bathroom. I ain't want to put you. I forgot we live.
Gender roles. For instance, I see here. Marcel, the emperor, needs a twist.
So her husband is on bottle service, she's saying.
because I'm
Man.
working, so he doesn't mind making this lady a drink and vice versa.
How y'all feel about that?
Hey, I do it too sometimes.
I
I'm
tell
not
you.
gonna lie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ain't no wrong with it. Is.
Hey.
All right, I just,
You know what I'm saying?
can we get like some?
I remember. Like you already did.
Can we get some sexier bottle service? He gonna make y'all cups up off rip.
Bottle over there. Just don't be the bottle.
But
So, Investor Muscle said, if your man stay in the car, you better run. Thank you. Real talk.
Is there more wine?
honestly,
All right, so this is what it sounds like, guys. Look, the topic is still gender role. One second.
but
Oh,
some,
hold on. You got a
some
point. All
yeah,
right, go
some
ahead, and then I'm
women.
gonna say
I'm not gonna lie, Kane. Some women, they like Halil was saying, they pretty strong-willed women. You know, they won't. You know,
No
they'll
doubt,
pop
no doubt.
out, knock it out before you even come to terms. Like, oh, tire blew. All right, cool. They already out doing whatever. You know. So sometimes the women she just bought it.
And that's why it's to a certain extent. I like
Yeah.
that. All right. What you was, go ahead.
I was gonna put myself on blast. Like for example, of me being in my masculine energy.
Something happening to the seat, you know?
It is. What's going on? I felt it.
That joke started rising. I was like, your energy is strong.
Masculine energy.
I ain't got that much masculine energy. He moved the couch.
As you can see,
Where are the buttons?
Hold on. What's he trying to do to you, bro?
I don't know, bro. I just said thank
Who
you.
poured that?
I'll watch myself.
Who?
I don't even
Tanisha, you don't pour no drinks. Look what you trying to do to my man.
Oh,
His girl ain't here to take care of him.
ain't feeling.
I'm about to do it after they get their points. So,
Oh no, this is what I was gonna say. Like
Oh.
a man really couldn't step in because me trying to handle I'm doing it again. Handle business in my masculine energy. Just for example, I had to buy 4 new tires. Right.
okay.
Went somewhere, paid $1,300 for 4 new tires, and my child's father was like, "Why you ain't call me?" You know. So I feel like
$1,300 for 4 new tires.
I did.
What kind of? All right, we'll talk about
And so, like, for instances like that and everything, circumstances like that, I'm gonna let y'all men do what y'all do.
it. Yeah, because what they do, what them tires do.
No.
That's the max.
So then, how do you feel about? Because America. I don't know how many
about
percent of
saying about
America,
Trump,
but like,
then.
no.
Alright.
Most maybe half, maybe 50%. I don't know. Some men don't like they women working.
For sure.
I don't.
So,
yeah, not
hold
the way
on. Don't answer that. Let's save that
Uh-huh.
because I want to touch on that. How the men chat. Y'all think about that. How y'all feel about y'all women working? But before we get into that topic, we're gonna do a quick 5-minute break. We got to do a quick 5-minute break. We got some things to handle. We're gonna do a hustle break. So we're gonna get them up there to hustle. Y'all ain't gotta watch it, but come right back. Or y'all can hustle too. Do what y'all gotta do. But we'll be right back. We appreciate y'all, chat. And don't play the with them fans that one.
Hey, y'all can't do. We did to me hustle already.
No more to me is.
All right, Chad.
Oh yeah. All right. Hustle break. We'll see y'all in a second.
Hey, turn it off.
I'll be right back.
Y'all gotta come back. They gonna be like, testing. We back. We live. All right, we got him to take the mask off, y'all. He took the. That's him. And then we got my boy Zay Boy. Oh, actually, y'all supposed to introduce yourselves. Just your name. Just say. You ain't even gotta be your real name. You can say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? And you too. All right.
What up, though?
Who you be? He said what up though, so y'all know where he from.
Yeah, it's the homie Zay. How y'all doing? Curly Fry, what's up?
You so irritating.
I'm Nene. Hey.
All right. Let's see new faces, so we had to let him know who on here. It's funny, Chris left. He left us with a question though. But we still gonna ask even though he left. What was the question?
The question.
Oh, how do you feel about your wife working? So we were talking about masculine, then it went to gender roles, and then we started talking about how we feel about the wives working. So that's a topic. That's a topic right there. And so I know some of us here already work, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with E.
Okay. What was the question?
How you feel about your wife working, bro?
Oh, I don't mind her
Chris was supposed
working.
to answer this 'cause he
I don't mind her working. I just don't prefer her to work if I can just cover everything. Because I feel like she has so many talents in other areas where the work life sucks to me. I feel like she can go chase her own type of ordeals and goals where she don't have to work for no nasty corporation or a stinking job. You feel me?
Yes. No, for the record, but towards the question, how you feel about your wife working? We are talking about a 9 to 5, not her doing her dream. She got a business or whatever. We talking about like a something just happened off the set, y'all. Turn the camera around. We gonna see what. No, I'm just kidding. We ain't gonna put it out.
Wait, what happened? Oh, okay.
So 9 to
It's
5s.
cool.
We talking 9 to 5s. 9 to 5s.
So 9 to 5. Okay.
Cut you off.
I don't want my wife working at 9 to 5. No, I don't like it.
No, you was answering.
Because it's like that's a lot of stress on her. Unless we are, if we ain't got no kids and that's just something we want. But for me, no, I'm not. I don't want her going through that 9 to 5. That it's not enjoyable for any human, and I don't want that for my wife. No. How you doing?
Can we get a lady's perspective
Yeah.
on that? Please.
Yeah, her, since she's the wife of the man.
Yeah, we
just
just
said
not
that.
supposed to happen, but we were not putting the wives and husbands on at the same time.
we were.
Oh shoot! Did you want me to move?
No, y'all.
You sure? Okay. I mean, I don't mind. Oh, can I get my? Honestly, I don't like working a 9 to 5. Now I don't know if that's because I'm recently a stay-at-home mom, but if I had to help take the stress off my husband, I would do that. But I wouldn't prefer to. I like being a stay-at-home mom. That's just me. But yeah, I'm glad that my husband does not want me to work a 9 to 5 because I don't want to either. I don't want no hard labor. No, thank you.
There you go, Eric. You sitting over there like she better said that.
I was like, yep. No. Yeah. This ain't the love connection though.
I would never be married to a man who don't want me to work because Leah gonna get hers.
Okay.
But a 9 to 5 though. Not work. I don't mind working.
Where you work at?
A 9 to 5.
I don't discuss that on the internet, but yes.
No. Wait. Hustle.
I know.
I want you
not
to.
a hustle.
I want
That's
you to.
not a hustle.
No.
That is a 9 to
No. I'm
5.
not degrading. What I'm saying is, you still have freedom compared to having to
I don't.
put on a uniform
Unfortunately, I have no freedom.
and clock in somewhere.
No, because the moment I say, "Oh, I can't," then they go to somebody else.
Okay,
Therefore,
freelancing.
I'm at the mercy of them. I don't make my own schedule.
Freelancing.
Yeah.
Freelance.
Well, kind of.
It's not 9 to 5.
Okay.
A 9 to 5 mean you better be here from this to this. Yes, you can be fired. Nobody can fire you. Nobody.
Again, I would
It's
never be
life.
married to a man who doesn't allow me to.
Make make a
So
means.
if I
Yeah.
needed to
Yeah.
or if I wanted to, yes, I could. That'd be more presents for him. So that
Yeah, of
benefits
course.
him at the end of the day.
But if he hit the jackpot, you gonna be like, well, let me go hit Nordstrom's. I ain't about to do another thing. You're not
You
gonna
got
do
an
anything.
opinion. I hear it in her heart.
I do. I do. I feel like if my husband, whenever I do get married, don't want me to work, I don't know. It's just something about me that I'm just gonna always want to work. I always want to have my own money, no matter what. Even like
Yeah.
I'm not saying that in the instance of like maybe we can get a divorce or whatever. No, it's just me. Like I just if I want
Yeah.
to get up and go do something, get up and go splurge a little bit,
Yeah.
I could go do that and not have to go have a conversation with my husband first because it's my own money. I mean, like yeah. And coming from a person who working 9 to 5 and have their own makeup business, I guess I can like if he doesn't want me to work that 9 to 5, okay, I can let that go, but I'm never gonna let go of my
Exactly.
business.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. I agree with that. That's how I like have your own. I just don't want you in a stinking place getting told what to do. You got your own stuff.
I definitely agree. But as long as I know my wife, she was always the working type. She would say if I made enough money to support a whole family, even if we didn't have kids, to definitely have her not work. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she wants to have her own money. I understand, respect that. And it can be for her own being. It can be for the family. It can be for her to spoil me whenever she wants to. But in my opinion, I don't want her to work a 9 to 5. She do like working afternoons just to avoid management because management sucks. But anyways, definitely agree with
Yeah.
most of y'all.
So
at 9 to 5.
So I got a question.
Yes.
What is your money? What does that mean? Like I want to make my own money. So is his money your money?
Yeah, this is for the ladies. Yep.
Because I'm hearing like I just make my own money and I make my own money.
Okay, when I say my own money, okay, so like say for instance I want to go get my nails done or my hair did, I'm gonna come to you and be like, I need this and that or that, whatever, to go get my nails done, my hair did. Whatever I was maintaining before I got with you, I'm going to continue to do that. If you want to do it, okay, that's a bonus, sure. But our money is each other's money.
So is that my money too?
No.
It could be your money.
No. Yes, only because in our instance, it is his too. Because when I shop, I go to the men's department first. So yes, but how? Okay, say he's the only man working, or the only person working.
Yeah.
How you gonna buy him presents with his own money? That's just like that makes no sense.
Cause he's too busy working.
No, but if I want to,
We not gonna be in the store like I want this for myself. Like,
no.
But it makes sense. It does make sense in a funny way. It does. Yeah. But like I said, I love. Oh, my bad, I'm hungry. Oh, I really do enjoy a woman have her own way to get her own money.
Wow.
You a grown man. Here, show the camera. Hey, go ahead. No, show the camera. Martez has an exhibit A of a mosquito he caught. Congratulations.
I thought it was a firefly.
She says a female.
You slapped him.
Okay. Okay, Crocodile Dundee. All right. Is Chantel asleep?
Die.
Hey.
It needs to.
Yeah. Hey, Martez. Is Chantel asleep?
No, she's not here. She's going to work.
Oh.
Yeah, we good. Free noise, baby. It's free noise.
I always like to use this as an example. In the movie Jump the Broom, the parents, he had lost all the family's money, and he finally confessed to his wife at the end of the movie, we broke. And she was like, no, I'm not. Because she had her own money that she had put to the side.
She had another pool of money. I agree.
No,
It's just when you say your own money, that sounds possessive. I don't think. I think it'd be bold if a man was like, "I got my money." Y'all gonna look at him like, "What?" She had another pool of money that she made.
And he said to her, he said, "You're a smart woman, and that's why I married you." That's one of the
It just
best
sounds
movies
possessive.
ever.
But you get what I'm saying? Do you feel? I'm just saying it sounds possessive to say my money. It's like, why you gotta say my money when we're married and you're not a single person? Because when you're single, you can say my money. When you say single, it's a pool of money that I made. It's a difference.
Okay, so for the married people, I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Do y'all join all y'all bank accounts, or do y'all have one joint bank account and then have y'all own separate accounts?
You need your own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in that separate account, that's has
Oh,
that
so
one
good.
person name on it, and then you have your own name on a separate account. Whose money is that? That's y'all separate money, right?
Legally, financially,
Financially.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's Mr.
So how it should be. Well, when you marry, you both you both have we both have joint expenses. So say a mortgage, a rent, car notes, insurance, utilities, things, etc. That's what the joint account mainly is for, and also savings, which you put to the side. But there's also money to go to our person's accounts, like ones that we had before we got married, and that's once we pay our bills, once that's made, if we got free money after we pay what we pay. That's us. That's for us. That's for me, or that's for her.
Okay, so are y'all checks getting deposited in that joint account or personal?
So it's kind of half and half. We send money to the joint to pay off stuff, and then some for me or some for her if it's her check.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Same page. Yo, I think
We got an injury on set.
You alright? With the baby is crazy.
You alright? You need me to get him?
The baby is protected, by the way.
Okay, for sure. I hate to say that's all that matters, but
The baby's fine. The baby's not hurt.
I was worried about her. You alright?
All that weight.
Thank you for that, brother. That was crazy.
I just get triggered by the word "my" in a marriage. It's my. It's like,
So that's personal.
Maybe
That's a
it's
personal
personal. It's just that because when things hit the fan, it's like now if I am irresponsible, that's different. But if I'm really a good person, I've seen people who are really good sharing get hit with the my. It's like, bro, he shares everything. Or even a woman. I've seen a woman share everything, and a guy go, "My, like yours." It just sounds like wow.
So if y'all both sharing,
Because
you're
you're together.
And she still say my, that's still a trigger for you.
It doesn't trigger me. It's more so of like, what's yours? Because we're married. Because you're quick
Well,
to
but
tell
you
me
don't
what's
mean it
yours,
in
not
that
mine.
way.
I just asked y'all, is my money my money? You say no.
This is a gender role thing.
No, how?
Because
Gender role.
gender role.
Go ahead.
This is a big
Or a
debate
double standard.
on the internet for some reason. The man is supposed to handle everything. That's what they be saying. Now, whatever. Okay, let him go ahead and handle it
Okay.
with his money.
Yeah.
Therefore, the money that the woman make is her money.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's not fair and that's not true. I'm
Yeah.
saying the mindset of like, not saying y'all saying. I'm not even saying y'all
Yeah.
saying this,
This
but
is
it's
general,
people
general.
out there that be like, it's my money. And like they're in a full blown marriage, and they're like, this is my money. Like it's, but they do it in a sense of like, you married, right? Like legally he could take your money, and legally you can take his money. So you gotta be careful with the entitlement. Now I get what y'all not saying to that degree. I'm talking just like when people take it too far with the whole my in a marriage, because that's kind of what happens in marriages where you forget that we together, right? Like
So say there's an inheritance.
Yes.
Say there's a husband
Oh,
and
yeah, that's a
wife,
good
and now
one.
there's an inheritance from the wife's side.
Yes. That's your money.
Should the man be like, "Oh, babe, we inherited some money"?
Because you have to be considerate, because that's somebody that died our family, and that's her money. That's her money.
But y'all are married.
No, it's not.
No,
Oh.
you're
Let
married.
me explain something,
but
if I may.
he from Dre Road.
Are y'all one? Because that gets pulled out when it's convenient. We're one, and when you get married, you're one. So that's why whatever it is, whatever possession it is both y'all. No matter how y'all who made it. No, this is why, because in the case that something happened to the husband and his job, you're not gonna just let y'all live on the streets and you
Of
have
course
money. You're
not.
gonna provide. You're gonna do what you gotta do to fill in for your man. And so that's why, even if you do say it's your money, like if you that type of woman,
It benefits
it really
him.
don't matter.
Her
But
her money benefits
it's gonna
him.
be it's
Yes.
each person gonna benefit if they love each other. It's gonna benefit
Yes.
both. But going back to Chris's point about letting your woman work a 9 to 5, the reason why that's so specific, because and some guys say I don't want my wife to work a 9 to 5, and then some girls say, well, then he'll benefit from the money. So it's not I don't want my wife to make money. This is in my opinion. She can make money. She can do whatever she got to do. But to have a specific good. To have a specific that was wild. So to have a specific so this is trial and error. I'm gonna make this known live. This is trial and error. These lives is gonna get better. I guarantee it. But anyways, going back to the point I was making.
Why do you have to get up?
All right. That was a good one.
Oh, so Ayla says yes, she's trying to hear what Brandon got to say. What you got to say?
About the working? He said what he said about the working. Ask her what she want to hear Brendan say.
I said about the 9 to 5.
Yeah, he's doing it on the mic right.
Did you hear the 9 to 5 stuff?
Yeah, so going back to my point with the 9 to 5. In my opinion, we're about to end the life. So
Is she responding?
No, I say in my opinion.
You're busy
We
at
did
work,
well. I
babe.
think it's getting
Are you there?
He's serious though.
She ain't respond yet.
All right, so I'm gonna finish my point. I'm gonna finish my point first.
Oh, okay. So Ayla said about our money.
Oh, the money
Our
part,
money
not the
we
working
share?
part. The money part. I'm gonna let you go ahead on that.
I'll say the money we share together, if it's in the joint account, if you're talking about a joint account, sometimes it may go towards bills, but sometimes it may go for enjoying time if we have that spare money. But most of the times we have bills we either split or there's bills like we do one-on-one or whatever on our own terms, but sometimes we share between the shared account and the personal account with different bills.
Do you agree with that? Let us know if you're telling the truth. No.
If you're gonna hate,
you hit that on point. Let us know in the comments if you told the truth. You got something? I want to hear what Z got.
I'm waiting for her to comment.
She gonna comment. We gonna pull it back. We gonna put that back.
All right, go on to Z.
we gonna put it back to you.
I feel like if a man is taking care of all of the bills, he should have nothing else to worry about. Like anything that we need in a home, like tissue, food, or whatever. If he paying for a grocery there, anything for the home, the woman should take care of to make the home a home. He shouldn't have to worry about like, oh, I ain't got no tissue to wipe my butt, nothing to clean the bathroom with, or the dishes. I feel like that's should be the last thing he worry about.
That's a good point. I just wanted to add, y'all kind of help me really make it do make sense, because that Tanisha has her own money in a sense, because she was like, oh, I got this from this, I got this. I'm like, go ahead, do whatever you want to do. We don't need to use it, but she will go and buy toys for people, or like she does what she wants to do. No, she's very giving. So it's like that's why I'm just speaking from a personal experience, because she gives just to people. So I don't really.
And when the new Nintendo comes out, who should buy it?
Dang,
No, I'm just saying when it came out. For instance, if the man is paying all the bills, is there an extra 500 laying around?
She actually
Well,
bought
the
me
woman
it. She bought me it.
would exactly.
Yeah,
My point. The woman should provide things like that.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
That goes right in line with the tissue and everything. The man should have that Nintendo waiting when he get home from work.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. If
you
he paying
passed.
a lot of-
She gave you hearts too. A bunch of hearts going up.
If you paying a lot of bills,
I gotta go get it.
you know, like everybody likes to ask, what do you bring to the table? The table already set. You just bring a chair. Okay? That's it.
Hey, that part. Good stuff.
Oh, I was
You
just saying I
missed a
like
lot,
that.
brother.
But that goes along with taking care of the household.
Taking care of
Your
the house.
yes, the children, your
I read that.
husband, that should all be taken care of. Like Zaria said, as long as your husband is taking care of the bills, you can take care of everything else.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it.
So let me finish my point that I was making too with that. I want to touch on that because you mentioned some things. You said the children. I think that plays a huge factor in the 9 to 5 thing and working and all that because I personally don't like my wife working, but we have children. Before we had children, my wife did work a 9 to 5, and I was cool with that. But now that we have children, it's I guess you can put it in gender role type thing, but it's certain things that my wife can provide for my children and having estrogen, certain things more than I have in my body that she can provide for our children than I can. And so I don't want to be that couple that had to have a babysitter 5 days a week. I don't want to be that couple that have to send the baby to daycare 5 days a week. I would love for my wife to be the one raising my children. And so that's why, as far as a 9 to 5, I would be against it while in the baby stages of raising the children. But making her own money, I'm not against it. But that's why it would be like a hustle. It would be something she can do from home and still be able to give the children what she needs. And of course, I should be there to give her a break when needed. You know what I mean? And that's just my opinion on that. Yeah.
For the parents, what do you guys think about daycare, or would you rather just have family watch them 24/7 whenever you're not free?
I would prefer family. I want my child around his family. Daycare is expensive, and I don't know them people. And to me, it'd be it's not that I'm paranoid. There are some good daycares out there and some good activities they can do, but our community, we have a lot of people that are just trustworthy, and they will build up. My son is a village baby, so and yeah. Yeah, I choose family over daycare. That's a good question.
I agree with Eric because I want my daughters to be around family as well. Like this whole first year of having her, she never been to daycare. She only been watched by one person. Like I don't have multiple babysitters. I have one person. If that one person can't watch her, I'm not doing it. Because it's like we set the example. Whoever she's around or whatever, she's a sponge right now, being 1 year old. So she's going to do whatever she sees the next person doing. And I want her to be influenced by the right people and everything. Going to daycare, I don't know who she's being influenced by. It's kids of all ages in there, And so it's like I just prefer her to be with family. Yeah.
Everybody that makes it clear. Everything good.
Anyone in the comments?
So in the comments, so we have one last comment for the night. It's from Ayla. What do you know? And she said, "Baby, I am the table."
Good job,
to
babe.
you.
Good job.
I'll bring the plates, babe. But yeah, man. This was a very good discussion, man. How y'all like this live? How did y'all like it? It was really nice, relaxing.
1,000 out of 10.
Grown on. You know what I'm saying? We had the honorable Isaiah Brown here. You know what I'm saying?
We got a question. We got a question for the next one. Should we get deeper?
Yeah. We can get deeper, just not to the point where I get in trouble. But yeah.
Yes.
We can definitely get deeper.
No rated R
deeper, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Lovely Looks by Leah said hi. Oh, that's crazy because she like right here. That's weird. Who hacked
Bro,
your
how
account?
she in the
Who hacked your
podcast? How'd
account?
that happen?
And Ayla said no daycare. So,
Oh yeah, we talked about that. She hate daycare.
oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, okay. So yeah, we enjoyed y'all,
Don't
man.
trust
This
no
has
one.
been great. This has been very exciting. I cannot wait to the next live. We gonna even make it more crazier. This has been good. I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody in the chat, thank you for everything. We appreciate y'all. We have done about 2 hours straight streaming.
Good engagement.
Nice.
Good engagements, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Remember, with free noise, we call it free noise because it costs you nothing and we are just talking to ourselves. So
Appreciate
you
y'all.
guys have an excellent night, day, and we just love y'all and we appreciate y'all, man.
Sleep
Peace out
tight.
to y'all,
And shout
man.
out to our guests who came on
And shout out to all the guests too.
Every
Every yep.
Thank y'all. And with that being said, it's free noise.
It's free noise.
Love y'all.